Okay guys, I don't know what to say. I love this gun, but I can't put shotgun shells in it again. And I've already sent it back to the factory with that complaint and a couple other complaints. I haven't fired it yet, but it just came back today and I still can't load shotgun shells in it. Okay, so I really wanted to like this shotgun, and when I first got it brand new, I literally couldn't put a shotgun shell in it. I couldn't get one in, and I would have to fight with it, and after fighting with it for like 30-45 seconds, I'd finally get one in after repositioning. So I marked the end of the shotgun shell with a Sharpie, and then pushed it in, and then found out where the contact points were, where it was jamming. And then it became very obvious. It was jamming right along this edge right here. There's a lip right there, and there's a lip right there on the bottom it was catching on, and there's a lip over here it was catching on. I first modified this. I ground down the side of the lip right here with a Dremel, and got a bevel on that, a nice bevel on it, and then it would start to feed. I could get a shotgun shell in probably every second or third one would stick. And then I found out it was sticking down here. And so I beveled that. And then once in a while it would get all the way over here and stick on this side over here. Sorry if that's coming out in the light. This edge right here. So I ended up beveling that edge as well, because sometimes it was still sticking. So now when you drop a shotgun shell in, you go to feed it, it's still sticking, and what's happening is this, when the shotgun shell hits this, it shoves the shotgun shell over to the right. And when it shoves it over to the right, it hits this lip. And so unless you're holding it straight like that, when you go to load it, that can push it over and it hits that wall. And the shotgun shell's not going anywhere. And so as an emergency, as a defensive firearm for home defense, I can't rely on this. This is not going to work if I can't reload it quickly. If I have to load it and have to finagle my hold on the shotgun shell to load it, this is not going to work at all. So there again, it's going to bypass it right there. See that? It's bypassing that right side. But if it gets over to the right side like that, it jams. Okay, and that's why I originally modified it. Now, the bad thing for that is if you do send it back to KelTec, they were going to charge me $200 because they had to replace a bunch of parts on it because I modified it. So they took the part out that I had modified, put in the right part and a new part. And when they called me, I said, did you fix all three problems? Because I was having double feeding problems, light strike problems, and I couldn't load the shotgun until I modified it. And they assured me, yes, they're all fixed. You won't have any problems. And I've watched a lot of videos on this gun before I bought it, and even Nut and Fancy. I mean, he's pretty dang critical. And he even said, look, his KSG was not working well, and he sent it back to KelTec, and they worked their magic, and it came back, and it's perfect, and he loves it. And that was my hope too, but I can't rely on this gun now. If the shotgun shells can go over to the side and hit that lip like that, and I have to finagle them to get them to go in straight, that's just not going to work. So hopefully they can fix it. I'm going to send this video link to them, and I'm putting this video on because if you're thinking about modifying your gun, like a lot of the forums are saying to do, to bevel that edge to get it to feed, KelTec told me that's what started the double feed problem, was that those edges were beveled, and that's what caused it to double feed. I don't know. I'm not a gunsmith, but I know I was actually able to load the shotgun, but then it was double feeding, so I don't know. I couldn't have tested it before because I couldn't load the shotgun to see if it was double feeding before I made the modification. So anyway, the point is, don't modify your gun, send it to KelTec. Hopefully they can fix it right for you, and hopefully they can get this fixed again for me, but I'm gonna have to send it in again. So listen guys, don't get me wrong. I love this. This is my favorite shotgun I've ever shot. It is so much fun to shoot. And it's light, it's maneuverable. I can just sling it around over on my back and walk around the property and have a good defense gun. And I love it, but I've got to be able to load it reliably and consistently. My Mossberg, I didn't even know there was a problem loading shotgun shells into a shotgun until I got this. And I've had 3 or 4 shotguns in my life, and you always just put the shotgun shell and it just goes right in. And so I don't know. Hopefully they can get this fixed. I'm going to make a follow-up video on this, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see what KelTec's answer is.